Good afternoon. Police have launched a murder investigation after a 36-year-old woman died following an incident in Portsmouth. Emergency services were called to a property in Toronto Road around midnight last night. A badly injured woman died at the scene. 2 other women have been detained by police, one on suspicion of murder, the other suspected of assisting an offender. Police are appealing for information. 2 people have been killed in separate road accidents in Dorset. A man was killed when his motorbike and a car collided at Victoria Road in Ferndown yesterday. And a 23-year-old woman died after the car she was driving hit a wall at Alum Chine car park in Bournemouth in the early hours of this morning. In both cases, police are appealing for witnesses to come forward. Now, rest and relaxation used to be the mantra for patients battling cancer, but a charity founded in a garage in Sussex is challenging that with gym and fitness classes designed specifically for those living with the disease. And as Andy Dickinson found out, it's already had a positive effect.
These men have or are recovering from cancer, but they're beating it back in more ways than one, using exercise to help themselves as well as each other.
Mentally as well as physically, it's been so powerful. I just could not believe how insular I'd become, because you're just concentrating on fighting the disease basically. And what it gave back to me was just more than the actual fitness side of it. The emotional side was tremendous. Couldn't believe it.
Doing the exercises is so helpful. It's really got me more or less back to how I was before the chemo.
Jan Sherwood began Cancer United 4 years ago, transforming her son-in-law's garage into this gym, which now has around 200 members. 18 classes a week specialise in managing the effects of chemo or radiotherapy, as well as offering workouts targeting different forms of the disease.
They must stay fit and healthy, and it's all about your mental fitness as well. So you can hear them laughing. They're all laughing. It's mental fitness as well as physical fitness and cancer-specific classes.
Yes, we understand that people have gone through cancer and it's not a very nice disease, but actually we can help them move forwards, and that's the key.
This is thought to be the first gym dedicated to cancer treatment in the UK, but the charity is launching a training programme in May so that others can reap the benefits, spreading the word and the fight. Andy Dickinson, ITV News, Angmering.
The horse racing world remains in shock today following the death of former Grand National winner Many Clouds at Cheltenham yesterday. The Berkshire-based champion, trained by Oliver Sherwood in Lambourne, pipped favourite Thistlecrack to the finishing post, but collapsed and died a short while later. Richard Slee has more.
This is Many Clouds beating the hot favourite Thistlecrack in the 2:15 at Cheltenham. Shortly after passing the winning post, there was no sign that the horse was in distress. There were celebrations in the winner's enclosure.
It was an absolute thriller.
But then news started to filter through that there was a problem. You can see here the jockey on the beaten favourite looking back concerned as the screens went up at the end of the course. Initially, pundits weren't too concerned because Many Clouds had collapsed after a race before.
They'll be trying to get water on him straight away, try and get his heat levels down, get the horse to breathe properly, and then hopefully he'll be fine.
But then it was announced that despite efforts to revive the horse, Many Clouds had died. Many Clouds' best achievement was winning the Grand National in 2015, a 25-to-1 outsider who returned to Lambourne to be at the centre of huge celebrations. Now the racing world is mourning a fine horse which was much admired and loved by many. Richard Slee, ITV News.
Well, time to find out now what the weather has in store. With the details, here's Philippa Drew.
From puddles to paddling, driving through Europe. Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Hello there. Well, it's certainly been a rather changeable weekend. Plenty of rain around today and more of the same to come through the week ahead. A lot of cloud on the scene, further rain at times, but it will be mild compared to the last week or so. So the current situation sees low pressure in charge. A batch of rain that's been affecting our area today will gradually move away northwestwards this evening. Thereafter, a spell of drier weather before another batch of rain moves in from the southwest as we go through tomorrow. So back to the here and now. We've got rain, as I said, that will clear away northeastwards through the rest of this evening. Behind it, a lot of cloud on the scene, and some of that cloud low enough to give areas of mist and fog. Still one or two showery bursts around as well, so not quite out of the woods. Nevertheless, a frost-free night, temperatures no lower than around 5 or 6 degrees. So tomorrow morning, a rather murky start, certainly a lot of cloud around first thing, any brightness very hard to come by, and then that next batch of rain starts to move in from the southwest, persistent for a time, perhaps a few heavy bursts as we go through the afternoon. Fairly breezy with it as well, especially so around the coast, but temperatures doing fairly well for the time of year. For the next few days, further spells of rain to come. Make the most of any sunshine where you see it. Take care. Bye-bye.
Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian Weather.
Well, that's it from everyone here on the weekend team. Stay tuned for the ITV National News coming up shortly, and we'll be back during Good Morning Britain tomorrow from 6 a.m. Until then, do enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.